Hello and welcome back to my Calmsden farm Let's Play. We are currently at the greenhouse. Ta-da! So from last time, I have rested until the second period in February because there's nothing really to do. And this is how long it's taken to actually get rid of all of our silage at the biogas. So we have an addition. I purchased this water tower to save us driving all the way down to the river for water. She'll save us quite a bit of time. As you see, we do have a lot of pallets to sell. I'm not sure what the price is. You can also see that we are at quite a bit of money, 282,000. We were up at like 300 and something thousand once we sold everything, but obviously I bought the water tower. So the plan for today is we need to get tractors on the grass fields to get them limed and fertilised. Then, when they're doing that, we can do the odd jobs of feeding the cows, feeding the sheep, and dealing with our greenhouse. And maybe dealing with this actually today, finally. Another thing I want to look at is we would like to get some productions here. This is our communal land that we can use. Production that I'm looking at doing is flour, or a grain mill to make flour to then make bread. Well, we'll see if we have time to do that on this episode. If not, it'll definitely be the next one. But for now, I'm going to go and get in a tractor. So we'll get this done and we'll head to the, I think we'll get the cow field done first. Oh, I've just realised I have not changed our time. Right, this is back up to 5 times. We reduced it because it was getting dark. Yeah, I was thinking I'll get a worker to do this, but I don't think this is going to take us that long just to do ourselves. Oh, that would be the fence post. Every single time I totally underestimate how wide this thing goes. Yes, I don't think there's going to be any point in hiring a worker to do this when we're going to get it done in a matter of seconds. So this is the benefit of this one versus the Yan that we had previously. With the lime, it just goes extremely far. And we're done. I'm going to go and top this up. So we use like 50% on that field, and that's our smallest field, so we'll top it up before we do the sheep field. Or should we do, we'll do field 4 first, because it's the furthest away. And we've rather got everything sold on the last episode though. We did a bulk selling spree on the last episode, which then meant we turned up with this episode with money, which was rather than kind of spreading it out, we just done it in one. So everything was sold apart from the small amount of milk we have and our wool. So we've got empty stores at the moment. So we just need to wait to get to harvest time and we can fill them up. Before we get there, we do have to plant our other field, which is going to be oats. The reason for oats is so we can get that grain mill and bread production. And also we can get straw for our cows that we're not really needing too much of, but it gives us something else to sell as well. We're at 13% and I have a decent strip to go. I think we're just going to be short, which is annoying. It's always the way. You'd either put way too much in or you have just not enough. Okay, now we've got to do the trip back. Hopefully we have enough lime to do this field in one go, but I'm not sure because it's quite a big field. I think it's a little bit smaller than field 4. Not much. I'm just going to cover these sheep in lime and their drinking water. I'm sure they'll love it. Like limeade. The last little strip. Then we're done with alignment, so now we just got to get our sprayer attached. It's much faster than I was thinking it was going to be. No need for workers today. Yeah, you always miss a little bit with the precision farming if you've got a little bit miss like that, but it doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. I think we'll start on field 4. Okay, we are off. This does go pretty slow. I have seen other people use the speed restriction mod when they're spraying, just to bring it up to, I think a lot of people put it up to about 10 or 11. I am contemplating doing that. I don't think we really need it on these small fields. I think it's only really necessary on our larger fields. I'm not sure how much difference when you have the sensors on the tractor for precision farming, mate. They are like 15,000 to get them on the front. I don't know how much difference it makes. We've got our soil samples. I know it's more up to date kind of thing, but is it worth the 15,000? Has anyone actually worked out? For me, it doesn't make sense to, but it might. Someone's done some proper testing on it. So I know this does look weird doing the spraying in the cow field, and same with the sheep fields. Unlike 19, the animals don't actually eat the grass that is growing in the field as part of their food, so I'm not leaving essentially profits and feed on the ground. So it does look weird, but we're doing it because it's such a waste to not do this. So I was on my way down to the New Holland and I seen our poplar. I just want to come and check on what our poplar's doing. Should really have ploughed this field instead of just putting it on grass, because now it gets confused with the grass. So this map shows that it's still obviously growing and it's not near the end of its growth stage yet. We did plant it. Can't remember when we planted it. August, I think. Something like that. Okay. So, how are our cows doing? So we've still got 78,000. Which I believe... Oh, we didn't want to go on that screen. So we've still got... We're only just in the orange. We'll get this filled up. Milk, we've got tons of space. Slurry, we've got tons of space. So yeah, we get hooked up to the... We've got to try and figure out how we're doing this, because we've got different size bales again. Okay, so now like a partial first load there. This is very loud, so I shouldn't have really been speaking over this bit. It just worked with the bales that we had. So I'll carry on and get this done, and I'll see you once we are fully fed the cows. So that is us full. It's true there. 120,000 is what we can take. So we've put about 30,000 in. Not too bad. We've barely dented our stockpile of resources. So we'll get that. So we still have like 5,000 left in our mixer, which is good. And then we're going to get to our greenhouse so that we can get that sorted. So our cows are taken care of. They have a lot of food now. I had a lot of food before. It would have lasted them a long time, but I just wanted to get it sort of up to date so that we weren't like stressing when it got to the reds. And we were just doing odd jobs today. It's not ideal when you're trying to feed your cows when you're trying to do a harvest or plant a field. So yeah, we'll get that done now, and it's all done and dusted. So we've now got to look after a greenhouse. So I should have brought the front loader down, because we could have picked up piles of fertilizer that I've got abandoned everywhere. That's my bad. We're definitely going to get it done though. Just when, I'm not sure. Right, so first thing I want to get is water. And then we'll look at the seeds and fertilizer for this. Okay, we are full. Let's just check our production. Okay, so we're probably going to have to do another load as well. We'll buy some seeds and some fertilizer as well, just to have it, because they aren't super low, but it'll just make sure we get it all tidied up now. Yeah, we've got another load. What we can do while this is filling though is we can look at the pricing that we're getting, or what stuff's going for, to see if we can sell our fruits and vegetables. It's actually at a very good price. I think everything is really good price. Very good price. Right, where's the best then, overall? So general store is the best for our lettuce. General store is the best for our... General store is overall best. So we'll tag that. Look at what trailer we're going to get. As I said before, I think we're going to get an auto-loading trailer. I've tried several times to load pallets appropriately by myself, and I'm just... I think it's me as well as the game is just not working with me. I don't have the patience to sit and load up all the pallets. Okay, so I'm going to go for... Okay, we're going to go for one of these ones. And that is quite pricey. And that will take us a long time. I think I'm going to try this one. Yeah, we're going to get this one. And now we need to look at getting some big bags, because we need some fertilizer. Get 2 just to have, and seeds. I think seeds were further down, so let's get 3 of them. Okay, I'll get these loaded and I'll see you back at the greenhouse. Okay, so this isn't taking anywhere near the amount of pallets I thought it would take. They are stacking them really strangely. I think we are going to have to return this and get that bigger one, because this is yeah, we were able to load more on a smaller trailer. Yeah, I think we're just going to trade this one in and get the bigger one. I know it's going to be a lot more money. It should pay for itself eventually. This one is, yeah, it's rather small. So went for one even bigger than one I looked at previously. I'm just concerned that the other one was going to do the same thing. So I thought, oh, and this one was actually cheaper. This is like half the price of that one. This was £20,000 as opposed to the 40 for the other one. We'll see how many we can get on this. Okay, that's pretty good so far. We are going to have to take massively round ways about to get in and in. Now, can I squeeze through this gap? We're going off-roading. Okay, that looks rather strange. We might have to do a little quick reload. Right, now we're heading off to the general store. We'll check in with us when we're getting this sold. So that was quite a slow drive. It's quite heavy. Probably should have put the case on it, but it's not too bad just because the weight's not on the tractor. Yeah, this is a much better load to take than the was it 12 pallets we were going to get? That's not really much. The last one always goes so slowly. Almost 28,000. So that covers the cost of this trailer and gives us £8,000 profit. Very, very happy with that. So looked at the sheet. They do not need any food really, or water's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this at the main farm, because we might need it for wool next month. And I'm going to rest till tomorrow, so that we can then start our planting of our oats in our big field. So good morning. I'm just going to have a quick see what grass is doing. It's still saying harvested and it's supposed to be growing. Not sure if I should be concerned or not. I think I might need to roll this. We'll see. Doesn't start growing by the next day. I think I'm going to roll it just to, yeah, push this through. We'll keep an eye on it. There you see we've got plenty of food and plenty of water there. We do have quite a lot of wool. So just want to check the price of wool before we get our other workers. So we're at 3,200. Okay, we've still got to wait till April, apparently is the best price. We get this big beast hooked up to our cedar. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take it into the workshop to get it repaired. Just so we're at full power for working on that field. So that is that now repaired. We are at full power again. Still got a decent bit of fuel. I'm trying to remember where I actually put the cedar. I think it's in one of the things up here. Okay, I'm going to have to go to the shop and get some seeds and fertilizer for this. So I'll get that done and then I'll see you at the field. So I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to do 2 rounds. I'll do 2 rounds? Actually 1 round. And then there's not really much for us to do anyway, so I'm probably just going to do most of this myself. Because everything else is kind of taken care of. So yeah, we'll just get this bashed out essentially. So I've left the worker to do that. What I'm thinking of doing is actually just rolling these fields, because I think there is an issue with them, the fact that they're not growing or anything yet, and I think it's to do with the precision farming. So I'm going to quickly hook up to the roller. But I was just thinking as I was doing the rounds, I was like, what other odd jobs is it we can do? Because a worker could be doing that, could be doing the planting for us. And a worker could do the rolling, but we'd have to do a lot of it anyway. So yeah, we'll just get this done. There's other odd jobs that I was going to do, like put weed killer in our sprayer. I think we may not need it. I'm not sure. I can't remember if we ploughed the field or not. We did plough one of them, and definitely. It's a full mix of what we've been doing, so I'm not too sure. As you can see, it just says harvested. It should be like growth stage 1, I believe. So I know this isn't the right type of roller and all that, but it's the roller we have. And it works, so we'll just stick with it. I'm just going to check what that's actually doing. Yes, that's what it should have been doing. I don't know why it didn't do that. So we'll get cracking on with this. We will need to check on our helper. Just to make sure he's got plenty. I think it's probably fertiliser that he's going to go through a lot of, more than seed, I think. So we just need to check on that at some point. I had to take over from the worker just because he finished the bit over here and didn't start on this bit. But I'm just realising I don't have much fertiliser, and I've used 50% of the seed already. So I'm going to get in the ATV and I'm going to do some drop-offs somewhere in this field just to make it easy. Our other tractor is kind of tied up rolling, so we're just going to leave it doing that. Yeah, so once I've done that, I'll get back in the roller. So I leased a trailer. We were kind of grossly overfilled. As you see, we're almost dragging on the ground. But we're here. And the tractor just stopped as well, so we're kind of good timing. We'll get this loaded up and we'll get him on his way so that we can get this field finished. Okay, so we're sort of full again. I'll let the worker take over and get this done. We are back in our ATV. I did have an issue, so we do have some fertiliser in here, so we'll need to get that dealt with. So I've got 4 bags of fertiliser and I've got 2 bags of seeds. I've got rid of the fertiliser in the back by adding it to our mistake pile. I'm just going to leave this here, hopefully it doesn't get in the way. I'll check on our worker who's doing the seeding. I think we're going to go and finish our rolling in the other field. So our worker got a decent bit done when we were sorting out our seeder. So we'll get these edges finished and I'll just keep carrying on with the sheep field and the clay field, and we'll just have to keep jumping between the seeder just to get it topped up and filled. So I've done once round on the sheep field. I'll do 2 times. Oh, that's a bit too much steering there. So go around twice and then we'll go and check on the seeder. I think it will need fertiliser by that point. That worked out pretty much perfectly. Just as I got here, we ran out of fertiliser. I may have went overkill by how much I got. I got the 4 in the 2 bags. I think it works out as a ratio, sort of. Get this topped up and set off again, and then we'll go back and get our rolling done, because I don't think I'm going to get this field finished in this episode, but I do think we can get the rolling done. It's about 2,000 fertiliser inks, that's all we could put in, and I just put another bag of seeds in. Hopefully, kind of run down together, we'll see. Yeah, I'll get this set off and we'll get back to rolling. So our worker did a lovely patchwork quilt kind of design here, so we'll need to get this sorted, and then we'll get onto the cow field. As I say, I'm going to get this done, and then I think that's going to be the end of the episode, just for the time of it. But yeah, I'll get it all done, and I'll see you then. So this is our last few strips of the rolling. So now all the grass is like on growth stage 1. So we should get up to growth stage 2 by April, 3 by... So it might be July, we might only get 2 cuts this year. I should have probably rolled this sooner. Yeah, it is what it is. Other tractor's got a worker in another field. We'll get that field finished in the next episode. Shouldn't take too long to finish the next episode, it just gives us something to start on. And then also in the next, what do we need to do in the next episode? We'll probably be selling our wool, obviously our greenhouse stuff, and possibly doing some weed spraying, possibly, because I can't remember what fields I've ploughed this year. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of odd jobs episode again, because we've got everything planted. I have just missed a strip there, I'll get that. Yeah, another odds job there. So we've kind of dealt with our all our animals for the time being. We might need to look at doing the sheep next episode as well. But we're fine this time, but by the time we maybe skip through some days, we will need to do them. So that is us for today. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. You can also subscribe if you want. do try and stream Farming Simulator on Twitch. We are doing a bit of other bits and pieces on it, but I will always do some Farming Simulator for the time being on Twitch. So you can check me out on there. My schedule's sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days we're on. Yeah, have a good one. See you later.